Hello. I'm going to figure this out one of these days. I'm sorry for the. I'm still new at this. This is live by Uncle Martin. Aloha, kids. Anybody else is watching? I left off on 52 boys, 48 girls, with mom asking me if I wanted to take karate lessons. This is because Bro spilt his guts about the fight that I just had with Marty. I think mom found the blood on my shirt, so she just wanted to make sure I was. Well, she knew I had to protect myself because of boxing lessons all my life with Dad being a boxer out of the Navy. But when she asked me that, I said, "Mom, you know that I love Bruce Lee and Muhammad Ali, which, by the way, would be a considerable fight if you consider it." And that's very quick what I'm going to mention here. It's July 31st, 2025. And as of 3 months from now, there's going to be a board game. It's called Unmatched. It's going to be for 9 year olds up with two people playing, only 20 minutes you can play, and should be interesting. I think it varies from 20, 40, and $100 to buy this thing in about 3 months, October 29th. Okay, so they never did fight, by the way. That would have been great. So we have, I wanted to mention mom and dad had been divorced at this point, which kind of comes into the story as we go. Mom says, as of tomorrow, after school, you and Bro are going to get karate lessons. I said, this is fantastic, Mom. And she wasn't a wealthy woman. Actually, she was doing 3 jobs at the time. And with putting Bro and I through Catholic school, this is, I don't know. Well, so we go on our first match the next day, and this guy's a black belt in karate. Quite a handsome big fella. And, well, let's just say, what do we got here? Derek Stevens. Hey, bro. And we're doing these moves. He gave us the 1, 2, 3, 4 from the hip, straight on out as fast as you can. He gave us some kicks, and I think by the next, we had like 3 days of this stuff, different types of moves. But I did enjoy the 1, 2, 3, 4 from the side, and I enjoyed kicks. So it was about the third day. The black belt teacher asks mom in front of us, "Would you like to go out for pizza?" Pizza? Who doesn't love pizza? So we go to the pizza parlor, and and he gives me a quarter. Go put some music on. I said, hey, okay, fantastic. What else we got here? What's something you wish someone told you? What's something you wish someone told you you're in your 20s? Something I would wish in my 20s. That's a very good question. I didn't get your name, but I asked God originally at 19, actually at 18, for knowledge. And then by 19, I said, God, I don't want any more knowledge. I want wisdom. It only took one more year after that in my 20s when I said, God, I don't want knowledge or wisdom. I want love. Very good question there. Because as you realize or don't, we could have knowledge and wisdom, but without love, we are nothing. Okay? Just keep that in mind. Back to the story. Who else we got here? Zoe said hi. Hi, Zoe. Raphael Aprillo. Hey, how you doing? Hoagie Pogie said hi. Hey, fantastic. We're in me putting in, what am I going to pick? What am I going to pick? Mom's favorite song. It was Strangers in the Night. You remember? Strangers in the Night, so advancing, ba 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 ba. Well, I put that on. Don't remember the other one. Could have been, Those Were the Days, my friend. Could have been. So here, Mom and, excuse me, this black belt are looking at each other. Looking at each other very closely like strangers in the night. And well, there could be something going on here. And I'm thinking in my mind, this is what could be fantastic, because I could be a black belt here very shortly with free lessons, which we were absolutely getting at this time. Free lessons, wow. So I guess mom and him went out a couple times. And see, I love my dad. I wouldn't want to lose him forever, even though they were divorced, which, by the way, a little heads up, they did get remarried again. That's another story. So they're together. These two are looking at each other. I know something's going on. I'm thinking it's fantastic. And then we had about a week of this karate, a week of karate. And then I said to him, I want to be a black belt. He says, oh, that's fantastic. You know, you don't have to really be a black belt. I said, no. He said, no. All you have to do is 2 or 3 moves, get them down, and that's all you need. A fight should never take more than 3 seconds. Really? So you put all this on the back shelf. This whole review, hey, that is Aiden Hayes. Is that Willie Nelson? You know what? I've kind of heard that before. Me and Willie go way back. So I have this opportunity now of just doing about a few moves, and this guy is no longer going to be involved with my mom, is what I'm saying. I want her and dad to get back together. So mom had dated a few times. She did date this one guy. I don't swear, I bless, but when we looked out the window and saw this guy getting in the guy's car, this guy, and actually he came upstairs too to get her. This guy, remember the Munsters? Remember Grandpa? This guy looked just like Grandpa, but he was a lot younger. But he could have been his brother, or son. I don't know. So mom comes back from that day, and I said, Mom, that guy looks like Eddie Munster's grandfather. She says, and then she says, well, what do you think about the karate expert? And I said, Mom, you can do much better. And bro went along with it. She stopped dating him. We stopped karate lessons. And now it was only about maybe 7, 9 days of karate I had. But the moves that I decided to use were the kicks, and from my waist, the 1, 2, 3, 4 in front of the long mirror that I became lightning speed at. Very, very, very quick. Sort of like a Bruce Lee thing. And that's what Bruce Lee said. Yeah, you just you only need about 1 punch. And basically, what did he say? Something like he feared the person that knew a move that he did 1,000 times or 1,000,000 times, something like that. So basically, that's kind of true. Held over. Not Willie Nelson, Wally Nelson. That's pretty funny. So we get back to school now, where the 52 boys and 58 girls are, and this is when it all happened. It hit the fan. I had recess. Everybody's outside. The big henchman says, "Gulick, get him!" And I was playing basketball. I threw the basketball to the next guy. Gulick is now approaching me. He wants to fight me. So we're doing the boxing moves, back and forth. I could see this guy doesn't really want to fight me. He really, after he heard what I did to Marty, he was bigger than Marty, but he was only second in command. In other words, Marty took this guy out already. Romans 10:13, whoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. Bluegrass, outdoors. I totally agree. We should call upon the Lord much more, especially with the tsunamis happening off of Russia, which I had a dream about, but that's another story. God, get back to the story here. So we're out on the court, and I'm throwing punches really close to his nose, and his head is going back like that, and everybody's cheering and yelling, and over behind him about quite a ways are both the nuns. The nuns are watching all this. And what's happening is he's getting close to my face. I'm going back like that. I get close to his face. He goes back like that. So basically, from a distance, these nuns are saying, these, by the way, they never came forward and said, stop fighting. Maybe they wanted to see who the winner was, too. Yeah, even nuns want to know that when it comes down to a fight. So after recess, we get inside. Sister Andy calls all 5 of us up in front of her desk. And she says, you 5 are going to Mother Superior's office. And that's never a fun thing when you hear that. It's usually one person, never 5. So that's basically what happened. Are you a cowboy? Shout out friend Mike Hawk. He loves your streams. Hey, Mike Hawk, bless your heart. And somebody, Falador Guard, free Diddy. I don't know if he's ever going to get free. He might have some issues before that happens. And who else is that? Are you a cowboy? Yeah, I guess I kind of am. I've had a horse. It broke my toe, but that would be another story. Never have a horse on a lead barefoot. Come on, the story. We're going to Mother Superior's office now, and she said it was because of fighting. I'm saying fighting. So she puts us in this little room. She says, get in there and wait for Mother Superior. By the way, this is a very small little room. Why would you put 5 of the worst? Well, 5 of the worst. I'm not the worst. I'm the guy that's been always protecting myself. In the same room together. And I'm thinking, on hindsight, I was thinking for a second, I think, sister, does she want me to take these guys out? So we're in the room waiting for Mother Superior, and the lead henchman says, Gulick, get him. So now I'm standing there, and this guy, Mr. Gulick, you remember, what was that cartoon with all the little monsters? Scooby-Doo. Remember that one monster going, with the hand going, he's even kind of making those noises. He's getting kind of close to me now. I'm thinking, this guy's a joker. I can't kick him. I'll use my other move. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4 in the bread basket as fast as the eye could do. He went over. I could have popped him in the head, but I can't. Sister Mother Superior was coming in. We're already getting nailed for fighting. I don't think it's a good idea. So I said, I put my hand on his back. Are you okay? And he said, yeah. So he was okay apparently. So now Sister Mother Superior walks in, opens her main door and says, get in here. So we all stand. I'm all the way to the left. The other 5 are to the right. We're kind of separated. And my cunt says, hey, El Gato. My cunt says hi. James Rowland was up from Nogo, Arkansas. Well, that's fantastic. You're the sun is out so bright. Manly B, where are you at? The sun's so bright. I'm in Arizona. It's 107 today. That's nothing. Next week we're going to get in 114, 15 again. Back to the story. I'm off to the left. Mother Superior says, I'm going to excommunicate you. No, she didn't say that. She says, I was debating whether I should not suspend. Yeah, that's what she said. I'm going to suspend you all for 3 days for fighting. You guys were involved in the fighting. These 2 were fighting. You're all getting suspended for 3 days. I said, Mother Superior, this is a misunderstanding. She says, oh, really? I said, yes, indeed. I was showing Mr. Gulick some boxing techniques. And the sisters that were all the way on the other side of the property, they saw our heads moving back and forth. But that was just us getting close. We never laid a hand on each other. This is a misunderstanding. She says, oh, well, I didn't realize that. So we all get sent back to the class. Both nuns and Sister Superior are chit-chatting out in the hallway. Sister Emmy comes back, and she's really upset that, well, I guess that her power was extinguished. Why, Santa looking weird? Release Epstein files. I think the chances of that is when it snows in Arizona. It's very rare. Well, actually, not really. Up in Flagstaff it snows, so maybe they will be released. From Martin from Denmark, Europe. Hey, Martin Koch. Lots of love from Martin from Denmark. Hey, Denmark. I always want to go to Denmark. I plan to someday. We have a misunderstanding that now we get off scot free, and I got to get rid of the last fight. It's with Ruben. He's the lesser of the three, and I don't know why, but he was sent on me next. We all had a restroom break. All 52 boys. We're in the bathroom. Not all of us. We're lined up. So somehow Marty was in there, Gulick was in there, and Ruben was in there, and now the henchman was in there. What a scenario! And the henchman says, "Ruben, get him!" And now the henchman, Marty, Gulick, and the rest of the kids get out of the bathroom. It's just me and Ruben, and Ruben's coming at me. And I grabbed him by the shirt collar. I turned him around. I threw him against the wall. I said, "Don't even think about it." And now that wall, when he hit, it rumbled. So now when we walk out, Ruben is all red-faced, and Sister's there because she couldn't come in the bathroom. It's a boys' bathroom. So Sister's saying, "What happened in there?" I said, "Sister, Ruben slipped on the soap." She had nothing. There was no evidence. And Ruben said, "Yeah, I slipped on the soap." And so that was the end of that one. Didn't even go anywhere. So that was it for the three fights. I got some more on... because we were all altar boys, for crying out loud, all five of us, and there's some other stories behind it. But it's like 107, and I don't know how long my phone's gonna last. And honestly, Martin, you're fit. You're fit as fire. Whoa, fit as fire. That's fantastic. Fire is the element of the universe. I'll have something on that also. Kurtzmind says hi. Brittany Guru said hi. Bentley Guru said hi. Hey, I got a whole family saying hi. Hey. So we are in Arizona. It is only 107. By the way, I have something on this. I have last month's bill to prove that I am not lying on this. I don't lie on anything. But I have not turned it on. Now, about 9 days ago, it was 116. It got a little warm. But I have not turned on in my house the cooler, swamp cooler, the air conditioner. I've only had the fan on. Oh yeah. Now you find that hard to believe. Well, I have the electric bill on that, and I'm waiting for this August electric bill, because I'm going to keep playing this game. It's a game that my dad and I played, but I've way surpassed. And hi, Willie Nelson. It's Silly Jelson. And I got middle school locker today. Middle school locker today? That's fantastic. Middle school locker. Be careful what you have in your locker. They can always check. So I'm going to do something on the episode. It'll be no air conditioner. Yeah. Right now it's karate lessons and no rest at recess. So until we talk again, which would be down the road, I got to work all kind of this week at 5 o'clock. So I'm trying to stay 5:30 on my lives, being consistent. I don't know when I'll do live next, but if you do a thumbs up or down for me, that would be fantastic. If you want to know the next time I'm going to do live, I guess you got to be a subscriber or have a friend that is to let you know. So until we see each other again, I am Flake. Says hi. Hi, Flake. Just don't be a think. That's right. Snitches. When I was in jail, they said a snitch will be found in the ditch. Yes, I did go to jail. It was my fault. And I already have that episode, Going to Jail, if you want to check that out. I got so many stories on that. That one was with the big knife. And the guy that I took his job from. Pretty cute story. It's all true. Excel Aros says hi. Dina Reuters, you are a Republican. What's that got to do with anything? Dooney, you have a kind chin. Yeah, thanks. How could you tell? You guys are fantastic for watching. When I post this, all of this will be gone and I won't have anything. I haven't figured out how to keep it after it gets posted. So if you have questions, please do ask them and I'll do the best I can in answering them. I like the one as what would I wish something with the 20s? And that is totally true, all that stuff. Reeve, how old are you? Well, Reeve, this is the way I look at it. We don't put a fence around ourselves. And we're not old, and we're not young. We have more experience, we have less experience. And I'll leave you with that. Until we see each other again, which will be very shortly, you be well. God victory. Where are you, age and number? Wait, where are you going to the disco clubs when you're younger? Disco clubs? That would have been back with Travolta. I think we got the same birth date. So does Denzel Washington and I. We're in the same year. There's a few of us in that. Anyway, I would have been in Jersey. We got to go. My phone's overheating. And when you watch some of the stuff that's blurry, that's because it's overheating. I'm sorry about that. So until we see each other again, God bless you. Be well. God victory.